Hi, James here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play this lick, which you heard me play in the introduction. This lick is taken from my Rock Lick Method for Guitar book, which is now available from most online bookstores as well as your local bookstore or your local library. It gives you a step-by-step method to really level up your rock and metal guitar soloing skills, and it comes with over 75 minutes of downloadable video lessons and demonstrations, plus nearly an hour of backing tracks. Under this video you'll find links to all the places where the book is available, where you can learn more about it, read reviews and so on, so check those out if you're interested. This lick comes from chapter 2 in the book, which is all about giving you what you need to build an essential rock vocabulary, a library of cool sounding rock lick ideas which you can use to play your own licks and solos. Now this lick is based on the style of German guitarist Michael Schenker, but to be honest, you'll hear pretty much all rock guitarists play licks like these. Now the lick is in the key of F sharp minor, and you might be familiar with the F sharp minor pentatonic scale, which we can use by playing our standard minor pentatonic pattern down at the 2nd fret. Now of course we can move that up 12 frets to the 14th fret and we get the exact same scale pattern up an octave, and that's what we're doing with this one. This lick is sitting right inside that scale pattern and using some very standard bending and pull-off moves. Okay, let me break it down for you. Here's bar 1. So we're beginning with this common sort of Michael Schenker bending idea. I'm bending the 16th fret up on the G string. Now I'm using my 2nd finger for that, partly because of how close the frets are together. I find this makes it easier. If you really want to use your 3rd finger, it will probably work. But I'd probably suggest you stick to the way I'm doing it. I think with a bit of practice, eventually you'll find it works better. So I'm bending the G string up at 16. I'm going to kill that off with my right hand and let it down. And as I do that, I'm going to play 14 on the B string and 14 on the top E string. My 1st finger is kind of rolling across there to shift the pressure so I don't get this. So you don't want to press those down together, you want to press the B string, then just roll that pressure onto the top string. And that will separate those notes out and you'll get nice clean notes there. Then I'm going to do that again, so I've got this. Now I'm alternate picking that. I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up. Some people might want to go up, down, down. That can also work, but I'm pretty much going to alternate pick that. But try what works for you. After that, we're going to grab the 17th fret on the B string. We're going to bend this up 2 frets. Hold it there for a minute. Kill it off, let it down. Then pick 14 on the top string. Then pick 17 on the B string and pull off to your 1st finger at 14. Picking for that, I'm hitting the bend with a down pick, the top E with a down, then I'm coming back at the B string with an up and pulling off. In bar 2 we do exactly the same, but we're going to end on the bend like this. So it's just a shorter version of bar 1. Let me put bars 1 and 2 together for you now. 3, 4. And one more time. That's the first half of the lick. Let's move on to the second part of it now. What we're going to do here, we're going to play the top E at 14. I'm going to pick 17 and pull off down to 14. Then I'm going to play the G string at 16. I'm going to bend it up. Then I'm going to hit 14 again on the B and hammer on my third finger to 17. Again, using my first 3 fingers only and my second finger for the bend. Picking for that, I'm going down, up, pull off, up, down, hammer. This is probably the easiest way to pick it. Now what we're going to do, we're going to actually play that idea 3 times in total, like this. Second time, third time, and then we're going to finish the lick by grabbing the 16th fret on the G, bending it up, then going to 14 with our first finger on the G string. So that's the second half of the lick. Let me put the whole thing together for you. Slow now. 3, 4. I always like to throw a little bonus tip into these lessons. So here's your bonus tip for this lick. And it's to do with adding an extra note into this scale to turn into the blues scale and changing the lick a little bit. And this is really handy because what it does, it gives you a few ways that you can create a ton of new licks based on this one. So let me show you what I mean by this now. We're going to focus on the second part of the lick, which is this. And what I'm going to suggest you do is when you come down this part, instead of doing the bend, go to 17 on the G string. Now this is a note that's in the F sharp blues scale. So what we're kind of doing is we're going to swap out the bend for this note on the G string, and it's going to give us quite a different sound. It's going to sound like this. Has a much more dissonant, kind of nastier sound. Let's compare them again. Here's the first one. Here's the second idea with the blue note. And what you can do is basically take the second half of the lick, but instead of doing the bend, you could do this. So it's an easy way just to sort of change this lick and come up with some cool ideas of your own. Here's the whole second half of the lick if I do that instead of using the bend. And I'll chuck the bend in on the end. So instead of this, we get this. That's a little bonus tip. So experiment with changing that part of the lick. And it's a nice way to get a bit more soloing vocabulary into your playing. Your lick challenge for this lesson is to play that lick down an octave. So you remember earlier I said that we could play the pattern down at the second fret, the F sharp minor pentatonic scale. And we've moved it up an octave, up 12 frets to the higher frets, up at the 14th fret. We'll have a go at moving the lick down lower. Now this is going to test your bending and your sort of ability to stretch and things. It's great practice. You may find you need to modify the fingering for the lick. I might use the exact same fingering as I was up high, just down lower. The stretches are just going to be harder, but I can still make it work. Or you might want to bend with your third instead. Or you might find you like some combination of them both. So experiment and see what you can come up with. Practicing the lick down low like that gives you a different way you can play it. It's also going to build your bending strength and control and your sort of stretching ability in your fretting hand. So have a go at that challenge. Then when you've done that, try moving it around to some different keys as well. Remember, all you need to do is move the scale pattern, find the lick inside the scale pattern, and you should be good to go. If you've enjoyed this lesson and you'd like more, then check out my Rock Lick Method for Guitar book. You'll find links to that under this video, taking you to all the places where it's available. I hope this lesson's been useful for you. Remember to skip back over it, go through it slowly and use the tab to help you learn this lick, and then have a go at working this lick into your solos over some backing tracks. It's a case of use it or lose it. So get used to using ideas like this in your soloing and they'll soon become a part of your guitar style. Okay, thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you next time in another one of my videos.